Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I am Death from Above. It's Wednesday, which means it's Arms Day. And I'm here on the Cosmodrome. We're going to take a look at the field test weapons and foundry orders. Talk about them, talk about where you can do them, talk about how to do them. Talk about what the options are for the foundry orders this week. And then we'll go back to the tower, look at next week's foundry orders, give my recommendations, and talk about it. So, field test weapons this week. You got the TSP-10 to use against hive targets. You've got the Hakke Herja to make double kills with. You got the Omolon Thesan FR4 to use against fallen captains. Test A, score crucible kills. And the Suros TSR-10 use against high-ranking enemies. So, first one, or the first two actually, the TSP-10 and the Test A, you can do in the same spot. Hive targets and double kills. I recommend go into the Dark Beyond mission, go wake the hive, wait for the thrall rush, and use it there. You can get your hive targets real fast and then switch to your pistol, get the double kills real fast. Do both of those there, you'll knock them out in no time flat. Now, onto the shotgun. It's a crucible shotgun. You have to get 10 kills with it. I can't help you out there. Go into the crucible. I would not recommend Iron Banner because the attack on this thing is really, really low. I recommend, if you want to do something that's easier, do the Legacy playlists. You may not find a match as easy, but it's easier to get stuff done in there, maybe. So that's where I would take that Hakke Herja shotgun. Let's go into the rocket launcher. We'll come back to the sniper rifle because I've got a little route I'm going to show you. For the Suros prototype rocket launcher used against high-ranking enemies, I would load into the Cosmodrome here, just the initial spawn area over there, that little cave, or the little area underneath the ground to the left where those 3 hive knights spawn. That's where I would do that. But the sniper rifle, you have to get fallen captain kills. Now, what I usually do for fallen captain kills, the first thing is I come to this cave because there's usually a captain here. It looks like he's not there right now. But then I run over here. And I wanted to show you this route because I talk about it a lot, but I don't ever actually go through it on video for you. But this field test weapon is really, really easy. I am in, where am I? Moth Yards. I couldn't read it because it wasn't there. So I'm in the Moth Yards. You got to kill these 2 drags just because they're annoying. So run under here, and there will be a captain that spawns in here. There he is. All right, I've got to get headshots. Ooh, I missed. So get you a headshot because if you don't, you run out of ammo like me. Oh, which way's the... Ooh. I've been playing too much Division. I don't know where the melee button is. There it is. So, that was the grenade button. I tried to melee. It didn't work. Anyway, run through the cave. Kill the captain with a headshot, preferably. Then run out of the cave. And then up top, there will be a spawn of 2 captains and 2 vandals. Or 1 captain and 2 vandals. So, just pop them in the head. Make sure you kill the other 2 vandals. Ooh, I know I shot you. Make sure you kill the 2 vandals because if you don't, the captain will not respawn. Jump back down and rinse and repeat. You can run this circle over and over until you get all 10 kills. The captain in the cave down below will not always spawn. Sometimes it'll be 3 little dudes. But the captain up here always will be respawned by the time you run back up here. So you can get it done in about 5 or 10 minutes. And that's where I always do this. If not, you can go over there to Fallen the Forgotten Shore. And there's 2 captains that continually spawn there. They're kind of far apart, though. So that's where I'd do this. That's where I'd finish up the field test weapons if I were you. But now let's go to the foundry orders from next week, or from last week. Now, as usual, I don't have any glimmer. I've been playing the Division, and I didn't buy any packages this week. I do have one that you can be excited about. We'll look at it at the end of the video. But we got 5 guns. 2 of them we're just going to brush right over. The Suros JLB-42 and 47. The 42 and the 47, they're very similar. The 47 has more velocity, I think, and a little less blast radius, where the 42 has a slower velocity, but about the same blast radius. They're very, very similar. It's kind of weird that they put them both out, but you're looking for one with grenades and horseshoes. Now, I know this week that Suros JLB-47 has just... none of them have any good perks. So if I were you, my recommendation on the 47 is to save it till next week. Save it till next week. Wait till you get one with grenades and horseshoes and maybe javelin or something like this. Something like the one I have right here. So I've got javelin, grenades and horseshoes, speed reload, and soft launch. So really good rocket launcher for PvP. The 42, there is a grenades and horseshoes option, so if you don't have a good rocket launcher, pick that one up. It'll do you some good. It's a very good rocket launcher. So that one's out of the way. Those two are real simple. First gun we have is the Suros ARI-41. I've had one. I've had multiple versions, but I actually don't have one anymore. So I'm going to show you the hollow supercell because they're the same archetype. They fire the same rate of fire. They have the same impact. So there was 3 options. There's one with persistence, one with take a knee, and one with glass half full with some stability talents. I would go with the third one with glass half full and stability talents because it's the best option of the 3, number 3. So like I said, it has about the same rate of fire, same impact as the hollow supercell. Obviously, it's not as good because it doesn't have lightning bolts, but it fires about the same. Next gun, we have the Omolon Thesan FR4 fusion rifle. Now, I do have a very good one of these, so we'll talk about the options as soon as I kill this captain. I thought I killed him. Guess not. So, Omolon Thesan FR4, there's a rangefinder and replenish option with some stability as number 1. That's the one I would recommend. The next 2 aren't that good. Life support, army of 1, and then the third one, rangefinder and grenadier. So definitely go with the first one. I like it a little bit better than the third one, with the rangefinder and grenadier, just because it has more stability. Because if you get a fusion rifle with rangefinder and stability, you can hit stuff from really far away because your the stability and the rangefinder will actually keep the grouping tighter of the bolts. So it's really cool. If you can get one with accelerated coils, you might want to wait until next week if you're into that sort of thing. So, final field test, or the final foundry order from last week, we got the herja-d. Hakke Herja-d pulse rifle. This is one of my favorite pulse rifles, and I really, really like it. This is not the one from this week. This is one I've had. It's one of my favorite guns. This week's options, you have crowd control full auto, rangefinder danger close for the second option, and the third option, glass half full auto. I would go with the first option, crowd control and full auto, because it has hand laid stock. Hand laid stock is going to give you that stability you want, and it's got full auto, which will be really cool on this gun. I haven't tried full auto on a pulse rifle like this yet, so definitely interested. Get that one. Let me know how it goes. Crowd control full auto. But that's the foundry orders from last week. Field test weapons this week, and now we're gonna go back to the tower. Look at next week's foundry orders. Talk about it. And I will take a look at an arminius-d that I've been holding on to for a while. So I will see you guys there. Alright, we are back in the tower. We're going to take a look at next week's foundry orders and talk about them. Give my recommendations. And we will also look at the arminius-d that I've been holding on to for a couple weeks. And see if anything's good about it this week. So, let's save that one until after we look at the foundry orders. So we got the Hakke Herja, Suros ARI-41 again, the DRS-43, Suros JLB-47, and the Jingu Kogo-d. This is the first time I've seen the 47 sold without the 42 being right next to it. So, very interesting. I can definitely recommend either the Herja-d or the DIS-43 first. This was the higher impact scout rifle. And then we have it's the higher impact auto rifle, but I really like it. It's a good archetype. It's that mid rate of fire, mid impact auto rifle. I like that one. Same for the ARI-41, but I think the Herja-d is a little bit better. I've gotten better talent setups on that one than I have on the 41. So either one of them's fine, but I would recommend the 43 or the Herja-d, depending on if you like scout rifle or if you like pulse rifles or auto rifles. Then the 41, then the JLB-47, and then the Jingu Kogo. The Jingu Kogo is a 3-round high-impact shotgun. If you get good talents, I imagine it's a good gun, but I think it's outclassed by other guns like the Conspiracy Theory and stuff like that. So it's a good gun, but it's not the best. So there you go. That's next week's foundry orders, my recommendations. And now let's take a look at my arminius-d, see if we got anything good going on in it. So what I'm waiting for on this one is persistence and counterbalance. And I see counterbalance and crowd control. So we've got rangefinder, surrounded, feeding frenzy, hot swap, and we'll look at the counterbalance one to see if it's got hand laid. Ooh, baby, this could be it. All right, let's make sure. Let's check it against my other one, see what it's got. I know it's got small bore and counterbalance. This one has braced frame and counterbalance. I believe the Arminius has become a monster. I was thinking persistence and persistence and counterbalance and brace frame, which would be an amazing roll. This one has counterbalance. So it's counterbalance, army of one, and small bore. So I get that extra range. But the one he's selling, counterbalance, crowd control, and braced frame. So if you want that Doctrine of Passing killer, this is it right here. Counterbalance, braced frame. I mean, with just crowd control to throw it on top there. And then we have the ranged scope and the iron sights. I don't mind the iron sights. I'm going to get this one. I want to try it out. I want to see if I think it's better than the Doctrine of Passing. So I'm going to grab this arminius-d that I've been waiting for a while. So big things happening at the end of this Armsday video, guys. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Did you get an Arminius this week, or have you just you did? If you didn't, you're missing out. So there you go, guys. Got some iron banana, and I'm gonna be getting into later on in the week, and it should be fun. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Which guns did you get? Which ones are you excited about? And which one are you looking forward to next week? As always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate the views. Leave a like if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more of this nonsense. And I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later. See you. Bye.